Tonight, we're one step closer to opening arguments in the trial against disbarred attorney Alec Murdaugh, accused of murdering his wife and his youngest son. Blair Sable joins us live from the Colleton County Courthouse, where day 2 just wrapped up. Blair, how did things go today?
Well, Cameron, it was a really productive day today here in Walterboro. Not only did the judge rule on 2 outstanding motions, but they've whittled down the qualified juror pool to about 122 people. Now, we also heard from our first testimony from a sled ballistics expert towards the end of the day, who confirmed that he compared the pattern markings on shell casings found at the crime scene to those tested in a lab with a .300 blackout rifle. Now, the same weapon was apparently bought for Paul Murdaugh by his father, but the defense says it was stolen. They brought into question the validity of this testing last minute yesterday.
The identification portion is subjective in nature, but it's based on the applied science and some objectivity that we're able to derive in order to determine those conclusions.
The last point I'd make is this.
Well, that expert, Paul Greer, says he's testified 25 times for firearms identification, his specialty. He also went through the tedious processes they follow when conducting their reviews, including blind peer testing and adhering to international standards. The judge agreed that this testimony was admissible, denying the defense's request to throw it out. Other motions have also been delayed until they come up at trial. Now, jury selection is also reaching its final rounds. Those left are to report here to the courthouse tomorrow morning at 11, where we will have our final jury of 12 main jurors and 6 alternates. That's the latest here in Walterboro. Blair Sable, Live 5 News.
All right, thanks so much, Blair. Now, she brought up the ballistics evidence that was approved that will be used in the trial, but there was more evidence brought up in several motions from the defense today, motions that Judge Clifton Newman was not too fond of.
I frown upon motions in limine, period, because I don't know the facts. I do not know the facts in this case. I know what you all have submitted in your briefs, your arguments, and whatever you say is the case, the defense says the opposite. That's why we have testimony, and judges are to rule not based on lawyers' arguments, but based on evidence.